Welcome to my YouTube channel, Simply Shipping and Logistics. Today, we'll be talking about how to find buyers for export business step by step and different platforms from where you can find buyers. Exporting products overseas is a great way to increase your profits and expand your business. But, how do you find buyers for your products? In this video, we'll be discussing the steps you need to take to find the right buyers for your export business. We'll be covering topics such as researching your target market, establishing relationships with potential buyers, and how to ensure you close the deal. First, let's talk about researching your target market. Before you start reaching out to buyers, it's important to research the market you're selling to. You should research the current trends in your target market, the types of products that are popular there, and the pricing for those products. This information will help you determine which buyers you should target and how to price your products competitively. Next, let's talk about establishing relationships with potential buyers. Once you have identified the buyers you want to target, you need to start building relationships with them. You can do this by joining trade organizations in your target market, attending trade shows, and reaching out to potential buyers through email, phone, or social media. It's important to take the time to build relationships with buyers before you start selling. This will help you build trust and make it easier to close the deal. Finally, let's talk about how to ensure you close the deal. Once you have identified the buyers you want to target and established relationships with them, it's time to start negotiating. When negotiating, it's important to be flexible and willing to compromise. You should also make sure that you are communicating clearly and that both parties know what the terms of the deal are. It's also important to ensure that your terms are in writing and that both parties have signed off on them. This will help ensure that everything is clear and that both parties are in agreement. By following these steps, you can successfully find buyers for your export business. Now let's talk about the different ways from where you can find buyers. Part 1. Exporting platforms. As an exporter, there are a number of different platforms you can use to find buyers for your export business. Let's take a look at some of the most popular platforms. 1. Trade shows. Trade shows are great platforms for exporters to find buyers. They offer an opportunity to meet potential buyers in person and show off your products. Trade shows also provide an opportunity to network with other exporters and learn about their experiences. The downside is that trade shows can be expensive and time-consuming to attend. 2. Online marketplaces. Online marketplaces like Alibaba, Amazon, and eBay are great platforms for exporters to list their products for sale. These platforms offer a wide reach and make it easy for exporters to set up their online store. The downside of online marketplaces is that they can be competitive, and exporters may have difficulty standing out from the crowd. 3. Social media platforms. Social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are great platforms for exporters to connect with potential buyers. They offer an opportunity to show off your products and engage with potential buyers. The downside is that you will have to invest time and resources into building up your presence and engaging with customers. 4. Export Promotion Councils. Export Promotion Councils, EPCs, are government initiatives that offer exporters assistance in finding buyers. Many EPCs offer trade fairs, seminars, and other events to help exporters connect with potential buyers. The downside is that EPCs may not have the same reach as other platforms, and you may need to invest in additional services to get the most out of them. Part 2. Advantages and disadvantages. Now that you know about the different platforms you can use to find buyers for your export business, let's look at some of the advantages and disadvantages of each platform. Trade shows. The main advantage of trade shows is the opportunity to meet potential buyers in person. You can also build relationships with other exporters and learn from their experiences. The downside is that trade shows can be expensive and time-consuming to attend. Online marketplaces. The main advantage of online marketplaces is the wide reach they offer. You can easily set up an online store and start selling your products. The downside is that they can be competitive, and you may have difficulty standing out from the crowd. Social media platforms. The main advantage of social media platforms is the ability to engage with potential buyers. You can show off your products and engage with customers in a more personal way. The downside is that you will have to invest time and resources into building up your presence and engaging with customers. Export Promotion Councils. The main advantage of export promotion councils is the assistance they provide in finding buyers. They offer trade fairs, seminars, and other events to help exporters connect with potential buyers. The downside is that EPCs may not have the same reach as other platforms, and you may need to invest in additional services to get the most out of them. Some export business ideas for 2023. Now that you know the benefits of export business, let's look at some amazing business ideas that you can start or grow to export in 2023. Services. You can offer services such as consulting, project management, web development, and other specialized services to customers in other countries. Clothing. Clothing is a popular export item. You can export different types of clothing such as t-shirts, dresses, jeans, jackets, and more. Electronics. Electronics are always in demand, and you can export different types of electronics such as laptops, phones, TVs, and more. Jewelry. Jewelry is a great item to export, and you can export different types of jewelry such as rings, necklaces, earrings, and more. Food. You can export food items such as spices, coffee, tea, and other items. Furniture. Furniture is always in demand, and you can export different types of furniture such as chairs, tables, beds, and more. Art. Art is a popular export item, and you can export different types of art such as paintings, sculptures, and more. In conclusion, there are a number of different platforms you can use to find buyers for your export business. Each platform offers its own advantages and disadvantages, so it's important to consider all of your options before deciding which one is right for you. We hope this video has given you some insight into the different platforms and helped you decide which one is right for you.